You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. I said to the congressman, I didn't know he could preach like that.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets, and let me tell you, as they say, they not like us.
Do I see people testifying? Can I get a witness?
So what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes. Yes.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman. I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
Ooh, this is a reveal.
I've never been asked that. I did.
Wow. Okay.
Vice President Kamala Harris has once again found herself at the center of a controversy after adopting a new accent during a rally in Detroit on Monday. As she addressed a predominantly African-American audience, Harris's speech took on a distinct tone and cadence that some observers described as an attempt to mimic the local dialect. Critics quickly pounced on the moment, accusing Harris of pandering to her audience, a critique she has faced several times throughout her political career. During the rally, which was part of the Harris campaign's effort to solidify support in key swing states, Harris spoke passionately about issues affecting Detroit's communities. However, it wasn't her policy points that dominated the post-rally conversation, but rather her delivery. Harris began slipping into a more casual, Southern-inflected drawl. The shift was subtle but noticeable, especially to those familiar with the vice president's usual speaking style. This isn't the first time Harris has faced accusations of adjusting her accent to fit her audience. Harris has a history of speaking with a distinct Southern twang, or a more folksy, down-home style, and several other different accents depending on who she is predominantly talking to. Each instance has fueled claims that Harris engages in verbal shape-shifting to connect with various voter demographics, a practice that some argue is disingenuous. Kamala Harris is like a linguistic chameleon. While some see it as her attempt to be relatable, others view it as pandering in its most transparent form. Critics accuse Harris of being out of touch and inauthentic, with some suggesting that her use of different accents underscores a lack of core identity. It's one thing to be relatable, but it's another to try to be all things to all people. Voters see through it, and it damages her credibility. As the 2024 election looms closer, Harris's speaking style and the authenticity it projects will likely continue to be a topic of debate. Whether voters view her linguistic flexibility as a positive or a negative remains to be seen. In the meantime, Harris's latest accent has added yet another layer to the complex tapestry of her public persona, a persona that continues to draw intense scrutiny for good reason.